Zay told me he sent some shit, so we're working on some amen shit. Yeah, club in the morning, off like 2. Sip champagne when we talk about views. And cut like us, we're stuck in the trap. Steak ain't rare, so we sending it back. All of my brothers are rare, can't cap. The money was quick, now we sending a few. I'm down by the 100, we starting to shoot. I hit 21, just watch how we move. PR in my blood, no, I ain't no.
At the end of every episode, we do want to at least bring awareness to mental health. If you don't have somebody, please reach out to a friend, family member, a therapist,
Or
professional, or reach out to us. We're here for you. This is one main reason why we started this whole thing. We want to make sure that you feel supported, at least communicate, get that off your chest. But we at least want to bring awareness to it. So have you ever been through anything like depression, mental struggle, anything that you might want to at least share with us just to like vent? Because sometimes just venting, letting it out goes a long way.
Yeah, so someone might connect to it.
When you're young, you think that you're unstoppable and nothing can get to you. And, as I got older, I found out depression is real. And it hit me pretty hard for 8 years. And I didn't even know that I was depressed. I knew there was something wrong with me.
Yeah.
But
What did it feel like?
I didn't want to accept that I was in a depression mode. I fought it for like 8 years, and not dancing for 8 years had a lot to do with it. But I think the main thing with that was that's growing up with machismo with your family,
All the males in your family that
you're taught not to let your emotions get the best of you. You're taught that you can't cry. You're taught certain things that will help you in your depression. That when you grow up in a certain, I'm not saying the people I grew up with are machismo, but there is a lot of machismo with the Latino family and the Latino culture, and you're taught to tough it out and not feel that something's going on, and you fight through it, and it works to an extent, and then after a while it doesn't work no more. And then you realize that oh shit, I'm depressed. And
how did it feel like what do you feel like your signs were? Like you just weren't dancing,
and who did you get a chance to at least open up to be like, okay, now I recognize it?
First it felt like anxiety.
Okay.
I didn't know what anxiety was before. I thought it was like nerves. Like before I went up to perform, my nerves. No. Don't get it twisted. It's way different. And it's very sad, but you're going through it. You're like, oh, I could do this, and then you realize that you just can't. And you got to sit down for a while and be real to yourself and say, I'm actually depressed, but why are you depressed, and what can you do about it? What helped me was obviously dancing again, right? Okay. But being real to myself and knowing that I'm okay with crying, that I'm okay with talking to somebody, that it's okay for you to feel that way. And I'm not talking about like finances. I'm not talking about that shit. Everybody goes through that stuff. You're talking about the way you feel about yourself, the way you see yourself, the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror, and the way you go about every day with what you're going through. What helped me was talking to people.
Funny that you say that. As we've been doing these podcasts, these episodes, Lucky 21, but as we grow, we understand it's like, as human beings, we just want to be heard.
Yes.
Maybe not seen all the time, but have somebody that we can speak and be heard. We're grateful we have this to show this to other people. Like, we're nobody special, but we are special to somebody. So just being heard, being vocal, because you bottling it up, that's what hurts. That's the pain. That's the fear. And sometimes it's just the fear of doing what you need to. Getting out of your comfort zone. And that's where the magic happens. I seen a great post of like, let's say you're on a ledge of a rock on this side. There's a small gap, and then there's another rock. The magic happens when you cross over, where you take that leap of faith, and you know you're gonna make it. And sometimes you're only gonna believe yourself.
Yeah.
You can tell your best friend, you can tell your parents, but you gotta believe in yourself to get to the next spot. And once you made it, everybody will follow.
Yes.
And that's the hardest part to fucking understand. It's just
100%, bro. What the fuck? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
faded. I'm
It's
faded.
getting
Now I
over-
know.
Yeah, you're faded. No, but it's just like, because there's fear sometimes, and there's this like wall you got to break through. And it's like, once you, like, that wall's always there. You know it's there. And one day you got to pass it, whether you're making videos. I know you're making videos. You're like, fuck, I got to look at, like how we were talking about earlier. Once you break through and you say, fuck everybody and fuck all this shit, like you said, there's going to be people that are like, damn, he broke through that. That's dope. Like, I want to do that one day too. And you inspire the next people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and and if anybody is going through certain things like that, just, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
He's there. I mean, just talk to somebody. I've seen so many lives, leave this beautiful earth because they just couldn't speak to somebody.
Yeah.
And that shit hurts to this day. So just be real to yourself sometimes. You can't always like bottle it up and like, I'm unstoppable. I'm 40 years old, and if I could tell my 20-year-old self, it would be like, wake up every morning and appreciate the next day. If you woke up the next day, like, what else do you want? Like, every morning I wake up, I'm winning.
100%.
They say that, like, as you get older, you become the version that you didn't have for yourself. Do you think that, like, the version that you turned into yourself, do you think your child self will be proud of the person that you turned into today?
Yes, definitely. Because if it wasn't for that, there's no way I would be influencing the kids that I have now in elementary. Because I teach kids, right? And they're so relatable to me. And I look at them like, oh, shit, I could be your uncle. I could be like...
Your unc.
You know, and they look at me the same way. You look like my tío. But it made me strong to understand that, you don't have to change the whole fucking world sometimes. You just got to change one person while you're here. That's it, man. And every single time I've changed, not just one person. I changed thousands of kids for the past 2 years.
Fuck. That's how to see you, man.
And it feels so good that I've done a lot of shit when it comes to dancing, but it does not compare to what I've done for the kids the past 2 years.
That's beautiful.
And
That's
it's-
beautiful. Because
it's-
look, you might not recognize this today, but at one point or another, out of all the students you got a chance to kind of grow and develop a little bit, is one of them had one conversation with you that, dude, it's literally just going to change the whole course of their history. Kind of piggybacking off of you saying like, hey, I woke up today. People don't recognize or realize that, okay, you may not, somebody come to, hey, I have an opportunity for you. Bro, you woke up today.
Yeah.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish. So as long as you keep waking up, that's your day to either make it I'm going to do this today, get this done. And like, it can be a short-term goal. Like, I was able to do my bed today. Gets you inspired to like, hey, let's do the next thing, let's do the next. Yeah. So as long as you're waking up every day, that's a new opportunity. And it's right there for you.
It's always there.
And last week we had someone that came from kids that are at risk, youth, and she was one of the people that like help at Casa Pacifica, and she says like a lot of those people don't have like Christmas is coming up, they don't have someone to like say, hey, Merry Christmas. They don't have family. I mean, one day maybe you'll be a part of that because we're trying to help them podcast. We're going to help them get music. Maybe dance will be another venue that they can find themselves in. And that's what we're trying to do here. Yeah. Mental health. We're trying to make connections so we can help that youth. And you could change. There's a bunch of kids that need that direction. And hopefully one day we get together and you could teach these kids that don't have no one. And maybe they can find themselves in dance like you found yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I'm able to teach these kids. Growing up, you want to be like Tupac and be a rapper, right?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. But
That's what
he
I wanna
influenced me by saying, like you said, like I don't care if I don't change the whole world, but as long as one kid gets it,
one.
that's it. I mean, and I've been lucky enough to have thousands of kids, not just one of them. And I never thought I was gonna be a role model for kids my whole fucking life. Never thought I was gonna be a role model for kids, man. And being in the situation that I'm in, I'm so thankful for it, because you should see the kids, some of their eyes. Like, I asked the kids, what do you guys want for Christmas? You know, because I have a total of 35 kids doing a musical, December 16th at the OPAC at 5 o'clock. Anybody is welcome to go see our art on stage. We have 5 musicals, and it's all Winnie Elementary schools, at least for this year, for the semester 5. Next year, we'll have 5 as well. And these kids are going to get to perform on stage to 1,600 people.
That's beautiful.
You know, I'm lucky to be where I'm at and being able to change kids' lives. I grew up in the hood. Who would have thought that someone that came from Colonia was supposed to be one of the best salsa dancers in the world?
Hell yeah.
Shout out.
Like,
And just in case you haven't heard it, thank you.
And you're an inspiration to me as well, bro.
And when you grew up in the hood, you're supposed to be a homie. You're supposed to go down the street, end up in jail,
Or in
be
a box.
dead, or be a statistic.
Yeah.
And here I am teaching kids how to dance on stage. So I'm just lucky to be in that situation.
You're gonna teach us how to dance? Could we get a salsa class then? Because
Oh,
I need
man, dude.
to move my hips, bro.
You're Puerto Rican, bro. What the fuck?
If I get faded, it's over, bro. I'm gonna learn it
Yeah,
that day.
they call me hips of Shakira, but that's a whole different topic. But
Shit.
Mr. Ricky, thank
He
you
does
so
got
much.
booty.
Thank you so much for coming out. Is there social medias that people can follow you on?
Yeah,
or?
you guys can follow me at Facebook, Rey La Rumba, and
How do you spell that?
Rey La Rumba, REYDELA RUMBA, and Instagram at Rumba Rey, RUMBA REY. I do TikTok here and there, but just follow me on those. And yeah, that's pretty much. If you guys want salsa lessons, anything that has to do with salsa, hit me up. Hit them up and get a hold of me. And
Shake that booty.
By the way, I am. I feel very honored to be part of you guys' podcast.
Thank you,
bro. Thank you.
Especially because I'm lucky number 21.
Yeah, that's a lucky number.
All right. Go ahead and comment down below. We'll be right back. Artificially Genuine.
Yo.